Going on, everybody? It's JetsCentral coming back with some breaking Jets news. Now, really over the last 24 hours, a rumor's kind of surfaced, and there's been multiple reports backing it up, saying that the New York Jets are going to be making a hard push after Jim Harbaugh, the current head coach at the University of Michigan. Now, when I was reading all these rumors, when I was kind of diving in last night, I gotta be honest with you, I was delighted. I'm a big Harbaugh guy, and yeah, I know he could rub some people the wrong way, whether it's giving like smart ass remarks to, media members, whether it's him like freaking out and losing his mind on the sidelines. I get it that he rubs people the wrong way, but I mean, from my personal opinion of him, I love the guy. I mean, he's had tons and tons and tons of success, whether he's coaching at the collegiate ranks, whether he's coaching at the NFL ranks. He played at the, in the NFL and had a lot of success. I mean, hell, he's a first round pick. He commands so much respect out of players, out of fans, out of coaches, out of opposing teams. How could you not love Jim Harbaugh? And I think he possesses three qualities that the Jets lack deeply, right? Number one, we lack a killer instinct. Number two, we lack offensive football. Number three, we lack great quarterback play. If we insert Jim Harbaugh into the New York Jets locker room, I think right from the jump, the day he enters, we get better. We get massively better at those three aspects of the game right from the get-go. Right from the get-go. Those are kind of the trademark what you get with Jim Harbaugh, and I know he's he's a little bit of a character. I understand it. I get it. Khaki pants, funny glasses. He's always rocking the crew neck sweaters and hats and same hat every day and whatnot. And he's a little bit of a, he's a character, and people like to, people don't really take him that seriously. But when you look at his resume, he's dominant, right? He went to San Diego. Turned it around, goes to Stanford, turns it around, goes to San Francisco, turns it around, gets to a Super Bowl, ends up losing to his brother John, but it's beside the point. Point is that he got there 3 straight back-to-back NFC championship games. That's a hard thing to do. Leaves San Francisco, goes to Michigan. I don't want to say that he turns it around, but the recruiting goes up. The fan base gets really re-energized because they were dealing with Brady Hoke. He's not really that. He's kind of a little bit of a statue is what Brady Hoke is. So Harbaugh goes into Michigan and kind of energizes the fan base. He gets a lot of good players to Michigan, and they've really turned it around as well. They went from being like a team that was ranked like unranked really 15 to now they're like top 15 every single season. Now, there is a few red flags, or there are a few weaknesses with Jim Harbaugh. Number one, he tends to... his MO is losing the big game, right? Never really being able to finish the job. He always gets to the big game, but never finishes. Whether it was, look at his tenure with the San Francisco 49ers. The Seattle Seahawks owned him. The Seattle Seahawks, the LOB, Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, Pete Carroll, they owned him, okay? Whether it's in the NFC Championship game, whether it's winning the division, what have you, the Seahawks always had the Niners number. Gets to the Super Bowl, loses to Baltimore. Look at Michigan. Goes to Michigan, has a ton of success early on. Goes, plays against Ohio State, loses. So Harbaugh, he's lost. That's just his MO. He does not finish the job. Yes, he could turn around the program. Yes, he could, infuse life, energy, positivity, offensive football, swag into a locker room. But can he win the big game? In the past, he's shown that he can't do that. One thing I really do, shifting gears, talking about something I really like that Harbaugh brings to the table. He has a solid mindset of both sides of the football. Wherever Harbaugh has coached, you've always seen great offensive football and great defensive football. Now, he's more of a West Coast offense kind of guy. You see the quarterback under center a lot, and I typically like the West Coast offense. That's my favorite offense, right? As far as the Jets go, I don't know if it's the best fit for Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold needs a little bit of a more shotgun-friendly kind of, I don't want to say pass-happy, but short passing from the shotgun, really quick reads, not really scanning too much of the whole field. I'm not saying Darnold can't do it. I'm just saying I think he's going to have a lot of success if... kind of like a system like Aaron Rodgers, or even, I mean, people are going to make fun of me and whatever, say this is a crazy take, but look at Ben McAdoo's offense with the New York Giants back in 2017. His offense is a perfect fit for Sam Darnold. So maybe if the Jets are looking at McCarthy and they bring McAdoo along, I don't know. But point is, I'm getting off topic. The point is that Jim Harbaugh likes to run West Coast offense. I love the West Coast offense. I just don't know how I feel about Darnold being in it. I feel like he would have success. I just feel like he'd have a little bit more success in a system that's more friendly to his strengths. So all in all, I like Harbaugh. Scratch that. I love Harbaugh. He helps out on defense. He helps out on offense. He helps the quarterback play. He will energize the fan base like no other. I mean, Jim Harbaugh, he rallies the troops, right? You want Harbaugh in your foxhole at all times. Harbaugh is a great guy, all right? I like him. If the Jets were to go out and get him, I would be extremely thrilled. Now, there are a few boundaries before I end the video. There are a few boundaries really preventing the Jets from stopping them in their tracks for getting Jim Harbaugh. Number one, pay. Jim Harbaugh is getting paid pretty handsomely at Michigan, $4 million annually. Now the Jets, there's been rumors that the Jets can go up to $7 million annually. So if that's true, the Jets have Michigan beat as far as pay goes. And then number two, the more important one, does Jim Harbaugh actually want to leave? You know, he played at Michigan. He loves Michigan. He wants to stay. He wants to finish the job. He wants to get a national championship for the Wolverines. Is he going to dip out early to go back to the NFL? Excuse me. That's kind of the biggest question mark, because everything coming out from Harbaugh's camp, every report, every rumor is saying that Harbaugh wants to stay at Michigan, and it's going to take a ton to get him to leave Michigan. Is that a little bit of a marketing tool? Possibly. But as far as we know, as far as the fans know, Harbaugh does not want to leave. Okay, so if the Jets can match him, go up to $7 million in pay, that's obviously that's a huge pay raise, number one. And then number two, hopefully saying, hey, we have $100 million in cap space. We have a top 5 pick. We have a young quarterback in Sam Darnold. We have a young up-and-coming defense. Hopefully those are all points that the Jets can bring up in trying to acquire Harbaugh if they possibly go and talk. So I'll leave it there. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section regarding Harbaugh and the New York Jets possibly linking up this offseason. I personally love it. So thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.